Have you ever hugged your dog tight and felt them go completely still? Not relaxed. Still. You thought it was love. You thought they were soaking it in. But what if that stillness was not comfort? What if it was your dog trying to cope with something they did not know how to escape? That is just one of 7 things you do every single day that is quietly hurting your dog. Things that feel completely normal. Things that feel loving. And number 5 is the one that most dog owners refuse to believe until they see the science behind it. Number 1. You hug them. This one is hard to hear, because hugging feels like the most natural thing in the world. You come home, your dog is at the door, tail going, whole body moving, and you wrap your arms around them. But here is what is actually happening inside your dog in that moment. Dogs do not have arms. They cannot hug back. And in canine body language, one animal placing their limbs over another is not affection. It is a dominance signal. It is a restraint gesture. Dr. Stanley Coren, a neuropsychologist and canine behavior expert, analyzed 250 photos of people hugging dogs posted publicly online. In 81.6% of those photos, the dogs were showing at least one clear stress signal. Ears pinned back, head turned away, eyes showing white at the corners, mouth closed tight. Your dog is not melting into your hug. In most cases, they are tolerating it because they love you enough to stay. The dog who sits perfectly still while you squeeze them is not relaxed. They are frozen, and frozen is the opposite of safe. This does not mean never touch your dog. It means learn how they actually want to be touched. Chest scratches, shoulder rubs, sitting close without restraining. That is the language they understand as love. Number 2. You look them in the eyes to bond with them. You have probably heard that eye contact with your dog releases oxytocin for both of you. And that is true when it happens naturally. When your dog looks up at you softly and you hold that gaze, something real passes between you. But here is what nobody tells you. When you initiate prolonged, unblinking eye contact, when you lean toward your dog and stare directly into their eyes, you are not sending love. In dog psychology, a hard, direct stare is a challenge. It is what dogs do before a confrontation. It signals tension, not warmth. Watch what your dog does when you hold that stare too long. They look away. They yawn. They lick their lips. They turn their head to the side. Most owners think their dog is being dismissive. They are not. They are using calming signals, the dog's way of saying, "I am not a threat. Please lower the tension." Your dog is de-escalating a moment you thought was bonding. Let the eye contact come from them. When your dog looks at you with soft, relaxed eyes across the room, that is the real thing. That is the look that triggers the oxytocin loop. And your dog started it. Number 3. You leave without saying anything. Someone probably told you that a quiet exit is kinder. That making a big deal of leaving stresses your dog out. And the dramatic, tearful goodbye, that part is true. That kind of exit spikes anxiety. But complete silence? That is a different kind of damage. Dogs are pack animals at their core. In a pack, members do not simply vanish. When you grab your keys and slip out the door without a single word, your dog does not process that as a calm departure. Their nervous system does not distinguish between gone for 8 hours and gone forever. That silence, repeated every single day, chips away at something your dog needs more than almost anything else: predictability. A 2019 study from the University of Lincoln found that dogs with the highest separation anxiety were not always the ones left alone the longest. They were the ones whose owners' departures were the most unpredictable and inconsistent. A calm, quiet word before you leave, just a few seconds, something low and steady that signals, "I am going. I will be back." That small moment tells your dog's nervous system that this is a known event, not a disappearance. Number 4. You comfort them when they are scared. Thunder hits. Fireworks start. The vacuum comes out. And you do what any loving person would do. You pull your dog close, hold them tight, and say in your softest voice, "It is okay. You are fine. I have got you. Now pause." and think about what your dog just received. Your full attention, your softest tone, your closest physical contact, the warmest version of you, delivered at the exact moment they panicked. In behavioral psychology, that pattern has a name. It is called reinforcement. You did not soothe your dog's fear. You rewarded it. You taught their nervous system that panic produces comfort. And now the next time that sound comes, their brain already knows what to do to get that response from you again. This is the one that made researchers stop and reconsider everything about how owners respond to fearful dogs. And this is number 5, the one most owners refuse to believe until they see it written in the data. A 2020 study published in Scientific Reports found that owners who responded to fear with high levels of physical comfort and emotional reassurance had dogs with measurably higher long-term anxiety scores. Not lower, higher. Calm, neutral presence is what your dog actually needs. Sit near them. Speak in a low, even tone. Do not amplify the emotional temperature of the room. Be the steady thing, not the sympathetic thing. Your dog does not need you to feel their fear with them. They need you to show them there is nothing to feel. If this video is showing you something about your dog you never noticed before, subscribe. We explain dog behavior every week for owners who actually want to understand what their dog is going through. Number 5. You punish them after the moment has passed. Your dog destroyed something while you were out. You come home, you see it, and your energy shifts. Your voice changes, and your dog immediately looks guilty. Head low, ears back, tail tucked between their legs. So they knew, right? No. A landmark study by Alexandra Horowitz at Barnard College tested this directly. Dogs were exposed to either a scolding owner or a neutral owner, regardless of whether the dog had actually done anything wrong. The dogs who were scolded looked guilty either way, even the innocent ones. The guilty look is not memory. It is fear response. Your dog is reading your body language, your tone, your energy, and responding to what you are projecting right now. They have no psychological mechanism to link a punishment to something that happened 2 hours ago. What delayed punishment actually teaches your dog is that your return home is sometimes a dangerous event. Over time, the dog who used to sprint to the door when you came home starts to hesitate, starts to hang back. That distance is not attitude. That is a dog who has learned to be afraid of the moment you walk in. Number 6. You never let them sniff. A walk is exercise, so you set the pace, keep the leash short, and correct your dog every time they stop to investigate something on the ground. But here is what that walk is for your dog. A dog's nose holds 300 million scent receptors. A human nose holds 6 million. When your dog sniffs a single patch of grass, they are processing information the way you would process reading an entire page. Who was here? When? What they ate? How they felt? Whether they were stressed or healthy or afraid. Sniffing is not a distraction from the walk. Sniffing is the point of the walk. A study from Nottingham Trent University found that dogs who were given freedom to sniff on walks showed significantly lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, compared to dogs on structured, pace-controlled walks. The sniff walk dogs were also rated as more optimistic in behavioral tests afterward. Your dog does not need to cover distance. They need to read the world. Let them lead with their nose, even for 10 minutes. That 10 minutes does more for their mental health than a mile of walking at your pace. Number 7. You have made every day exactly the same. Routine is good for dogs. Structure creates safety, but a life with zero novelty. Same walk, same route, same food, same toys, same schedule. Quietly starves something essential in your dog. Dogs are curious, intelligent animals. They are wired to investigate, to explore, to solve. When there is nothing new to encounter, that curiosity has nowhere to go. And curiosity with nowhere to go does not disappear. It turns into something else. Destructive behavior, excessive barking, a flat, low-energy personality that owners mistake for the dog finally calming down. It is not calm. It is a mind that has stopped expecting anything interesting to happen. New smells, a different route, a new object on the floor to investigate, a car ride somewhere they have never been. These are not luxuries for your dog. They are psychological oxygen. Your dog has never once questioned whether you love them. They do not hold grudges about the hugs. They are not keeping score on the eye contact. Every single morning they wake up and choose you again. Completely, without condition, without hesitation. But love without understanding is not enough. Not for them. They cannot tell you when something feels wrong. They cannot explain that the hug was too tight or the punishment came too late or the walk was too rushed. They just absorb it, quietly, every day. And now you know what to look for. You cannot unhear what your dog has been trying to show you. And the moment you start seeing it, really seeing it, everything between you changes. That is not just a better owner. That is the owner your dog has been waiting for.